Hey guys, here in my garage, I am going to try and build a bike stand, and I'm going to let y'all follow along on the journey. Alright guys, just gonna kind of go over what I did for this bike stand. Um, it took one 2x4, uh, a drill, 8 screws, and some waterproof sealant paint to do the job. Um, as you can see, I measured out the base of the stand at 18 inches. I did that. My bike is a large and it has 29-inch wheels on it, 29ers, and so I just wanted to make sure that the base was long enough to support the weight of the bike if it were to lean from one side or the other, which, you know, it obviously does a little bit. So yeah, I don't know if y'all heard that thunder. It's thundering at my house right now. I'm so scared. And then you can see here, I clearly wasn't I wasn't that concerned on if it was perfect in any way. I just measured with the other piece of wood, which some people do that. I mean, you can see here I'm measuring it just to see how spot on it was. I want to actually say those boards were pretty spot on. They were both right at 18 inches. The other ones, I don't think, or not I don't think, not so much. But I wasn't concerned with it being perfect. If any of y'all are out there or watching this going, oh well, you need to have it perfect. Okay, well, it holds my bike, so I'm happy with it. I'm not a carpenter. I just had a hankering to want to put something like this together, so I did it. Like I said, I do have 29ers on my Marin, and I mainly built this as just kind of a staging for the mountain bike. I usually hang my bike on the wall when I'm not using it, but in the mornings or at night before I go to bed, because I usually ride real early in the morning and I don't want to wake up my my family, the night before I take it off the wall and I just lean it up against something, but I was always concerned that it was going to fall in the middle of the night, so I wanted to build something like this just to hold it up, and then also for if I'm just doing random stuff on it and I don't want to put it on the actual bike stand that holds it up in the air to actually do like serious work on it. Here you see I was just measuring out the wheels are 2.40 in width, so I made these marks to show the where I needed to screw them in so that the width was just right. You can see I'm lining it up a little bit because I'm really not paying such intense attention to if it's perfect in any way. You trail builders out there, you probably wouldn't want me doing this part of the job. You'd be like, no, let's send Brett somewhere else. Go shovel some dirt. I'll do that all day. And just so y'all know, there was this isn't a silent film. I did put in pilot holes even though I didn't really need to. The screws come with, or they're made to be able to drill right through this wood without it splitting. So, but for some reason I did it anyways. So, and then here's the I had a impact driver for this task. And yeah, it just took 8 screws You can see right there on the piece of wood how it's maybe like an inch longer on one side. Like I said, guys, I wasn't like fine detailing if this was going to be the most perfect thing I've ever done. I just slapped it together and it holds my bike up, and that's what it was being built for. And honestly, it worked out quite well. And it is working out well. It's currently holding my bike as I plan on going riding tomorrow. So yeah, those baseboards you see there, those are 18 inches long. The ones on top are 25 inches. Again, I did that because I have 29ers and they are 2.4. I figure if anyone out there is watching this and you are wanting to build something like this, you know, kind of just estimate. If you have 27.5s, you may not need it that long. People out there maybe even think that 25 inches was overkill, or 14 or 18 was overkill, and that you could have probably went with a little bit less. But I just you know, I just thought that this would be the best way to go about it. So that's what I did, guys. I just I threw that bad boy together. I did paint it with some weatherproofs paint that I use on my back porch. I did that mainly because if I don't feel like hanging it up or leaning it up against something when I get home to rinse it off after a hard day's riding, I can just put it on there and rinse it off and not worry about the wood rotting or getting wet. It will bead right off and will be perfectly fine. So I'm happy with it. You can tell it's all cattywampus. It's not perfect. I could easily, you know, go back right now and cut those end pieces off and really make it look really good, but I just wasn't that concerned. I also did sand it as well around the edges and everything. So you see there, it's holding it quite well. It's doing its job, and I'm very happy with it. So I hope y'all like this video, and make sure to like and subscribe, and remember, stay positive and ride your bike.